What's happening, Boobras? All right, so times are getting tough, and believe it or not, I think where you can save some money, we're gonna figure this out here in a minute, is don't buy microwavable mac and cheese. That's right, I said it. Even mac and cheese, like, used to be sold in like a 4-pack for $1 and all these great deals. Now, like, prices are through the roof. So, I've done something else. I got a giant box of macaroni. It's a little bit, that's the large size. And this yields 16 ounces or a pound. That is a heck of a lot of mac and cheese. I'm not gonna eat a pound. We're gonna only make a little bit, maybe, I don't know, a quarter of this for, you know, a big meal. And so that was only $1. And then I'm gonna try this. Ragu double cheddar sauce. And it's even got a picture of macaroni on it, so it's gotta be good, right? What did I pay for this? This was $2.49. A little pricey. So hopefully I get enough servings out of this, you know, so it's $3.49 for all of this. I'm gonna measure it out in, I think, tablespoons, and then I can roughly convert it, figure it out. All right, so the first thing we need to do is get our pasta cooking. Just so we can be more scientific on this analysis, cost savings, I'm making a cup of large macaroni for my meal. Throw her in to our boiling water. We need to cook this for about 10 minutes. All right, I've only been boiling it for about 7 minutes, but I just tried it and it's good. It's not even al dente. So let's take it off and strain it. Get it all nice and drained dry. I think it's gonna help to kind of get it real dry. And that's about as dry as I care. Boom. Add it to said bowl. Now let's figure out how much cheese sauce, Ragu double cheddar sauce that is, that we need to add. We're gonna be very scientific about this. So I'm gonna start with 1 tablespoon. That does not look like enough. 2 tablespoons. Maybe, but let's go for 3 tablespoons. Looks a little lacking. We'll add 1 more for good measure. So 4 tablespoons of Ragu double cheddar sauce. Let's see if it is literally good. Just like that. It doesn't hurt to kind of let it cool a little bit, because then the cheese will solidify just a tad. Now I like mine with a ton of pepper, because I love pepper. Just like so. Now, is it any good? Well, let's give it a try. Here we go. Voila. Mac and cheese. It's good. Yeah, I mean, that right there, 4 tablespoons of Ragu double cheddar sauce and 1 cup of large elbows. It's good. I like it. It is creamier than any mac and cheese you get, except for maybe like the Velveeta one, you know, the ones that come with the cheese sauce pack, because essentially what we did here. This is fantastic. Now, if you want to get it really doctored up, you could take and melt some shredded cheese in there as well, but I like it like this. It's better than the powder stuff, and it's on par with the stuff that you buy that's got the cream, you know, saucy packs. But it's a lot cheaper. Let's do the math on this really quick. Let's see what this runs down to cost-wise. All right, the Ragu cheese sauce yields 7 servings easily. I didn't really need 4. I just wanted it extra cheesy, and I got it. So you don't need more than that. So 7 servings there. And then the box of the macaroni elbows That is 16 ounces. I measured it all out, which comes out to actually 5 cups of dried, elbows per box. So you get 5 servings out of the box. So the 7 servings, that's 36 cents per serving. And then with the elbows, that's 20 cents per serving that you get out of that. And you add those up, and you get 56 cents per serving. Not bad, but is it cheaper than the cheapest stuff you can buy? We're going to figure this out per ounces to make this a fair competition. So the cheapest, absolute cheap that you can get, and I like to shop at Walmart because they're pretty cheap, is the Walmart branded, the grossest macaroni there is, which are the noodles that kind of stay hard when you warm them up, and I don't know, they're just gross. Kind of chewy, they're not really good, with a dry powdered packet. Absolute bottom of the barrel. Buying in volume, this is a 12-pack, 8 cents per ounce. Next up, and this stuff is also not that great tasting. It often, for me, like, I buy it, I like it, but it's not very good. It gets kind of watery sometimes, and weird. And if you pepper it and salt it up, it's not bad. So this is just one of the cheap, middle-of-the-road, lazy, frozen microwave ones. And this is 14.8 cents per ounce. So middle-of-the-road tasting, super convenient, not super cheap. I mean, it's super cheap to buy each one. A lot of times you can get these for $1, somewhere around there. Prices have gone up though. All right, so the best tasting one that you can get, most likely, is going to be the Kraft with a cheese sauce packet. It doesn't come with the powdered cheese, which my family likes to call the Yellow Death. It has nice creamy cheese with it, and it's probably going to be the best tasting, right next to Velveeta, which is actually a lot more than the Kraft. But just for this comparison, we're going to stick with it, and it is 20.2 cents. You got to boil it, and so it's not super convenient, but it tastes pretty good. All right, so I kind of lined them all up, and if you do it yourself, it's only 7 cents per ounce. And the benefits are, it's the best tasting, I think, out of all these. It's not convenient as the frozen one, but it tastes a heck of a lot better. And then it's also super saucy, and its closest competitor is Kraft. There's also Velveeta, if you want something a little bit more salty, I guess, would be Velveeta, and that's even more. And, that's a 302% difference between doing it yourself and buying just regular Kraft mac and cheese. And, to be fair, too, I bought this, the noodles and the cheese sauce at Kroger, and they're not cheap. I just bought the cheapest stuff they had. Walmart's probably cheaper. I could probably find, these noodles and sauce and volume and even save even more. That's just crazy when you think about it. So this is just an example of, how you can save money just by not buying the convenient, ultra-processed, ready-to-go, shelf-stable foods. This stuff is still shelf-stable, and the cheese sauce is definitely processed, so it's not like it's super hard to keep or anything. But if you do this and start to apply this towards everything, like even TV dinners have gone up a ton. You can literally meal prep and save a ton of money and freeze your own TV dinners, make your own TV dinners. I mean, that's another episode we could do. Anyways, this has just been a observation, and you want to make a really good mac and cheese, just make it yourself. It's not hard. You're literally doing almost the same exact thing you would be doing with the box mix anyway. So, till next time, Food Bro out.